think that's a common theme with founders and people that come together. You want to have complementary skill sets, obviously, not redundancies. And if you have people who have, let's say, egos and both of them want to be in the spotlight, that can just create so much tension that will never be resolved. One thing I'd like to learn more about is Kent and I, as the founders of Lone Star, there's so much, and of course this is true for anybody starting a company, you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know what responsibilities you're going to have in the future. When you start out, all you really are focusing on is acquisitions because you don't have any assets to manage.
Right.
But then as you acquire deals, asset management becomes a bigger and bigger function.
Yeah.
And there's all these other functions like accounting and reporting and things that you didn't really think about when you first started. And I for sure didn't think about doing a podcast or writing books as part of a real estate company, right?
Yep.
So I'd be curious to know how you guys originally viewed your divide and conquer and then how that has evolved.
Yeah, great question, Rob. And so, yeah, I mean, before I met Bikron, I had like quote unquote like dated like 6 or 7 different business partners, right? I mean, you guys are probably experienced where you meet somebody, like you're trying to get into it, like, hey, you want to do deals? You want to be in this market? What's your background? What do you want to focus on? And then what I found is some people didn't want to work as hard as me. And I'm like, okay, you're not going to be the one. Some people were experienced. They had like thousands of units, but then they didn't want to do anything. So they're just kind of using me and not giving me any compensation. And then there was one guy where we had like nightly calls for 2 months. Great guy, hard worker, ton of respect for him. But then I realized he has the exact same skill set as me, right? So to your point, Rob, I was like, I need a true finance guy. It's not my strength. I freaking hate sitting in front of an Excel spreadsheet, drives me crazy, and I'm not good at it, right? So I was like, I need a finance guy. And so I was literally seeking Bikron's skill set out. Like it was very intentional. And I had found another lady that we were partnering with the first few deals. And when we realized Bikron was just more superior, I just told her. It was tough. I was like, hey, I'm not going to work with you anymore. Like Bikron's taking that role. And we did all the future deals with Bikron. And so the complementary skill set is key. But like to your point, you don't know what you don't know. Like when we started out, we never planned on starting a property management company. I thought you could just buy deals, throw a third-party management company, and I'd sit back and get the cash flow and be on a beach, financial freedom, like everybody says. That's why,
the picture of the Mai Tai.
Exactly, the Mai Tai.
Passive investing.
Yeah, I'm making money while I sleep, blah, 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 right? But we quickly realized it was literally our first deal. We had a third-party property management company. They were doing the construction management. They were not staying on schedule, on budget. And we're like, we got to take control of this. This is BS. Like I was out at the property, like chewing out vendors. I was like, this is not what I signed up for. And so we had to first build out construction management before anything. We hired a construction manager to like source, bid out and manage vendors. And then it was like, and I'm going to pass it to Bikron shortly because he'll talk about all the back office stuff because Bikron really deserves all the credit for all the accounting, operations, investor reporting, all that stuff. And distributions, all that. But, we realized, okay, I was getting bogged down with like transactional stuff, like doing all the lender docs, all the lenders council communication for an acquisition. So it was Bikron, Robert, and I, and we were doing every little minutia detail when we started. So we learned every little detail of the company, from investor relations to marketing, asset management, acquisitions, accounting. So then when we started to generate revenue, we could reinvest that money in the company and build out departments.